Welcome to How to Cook That. I am Reardon, and today we are making a croquembouche. This is part 2 of a video on choux pastry and pastry cream. If you've missed the first one, just click on here to open that up in a new tab. Once your pastry cream is cooled, place it into a piping bag and just cut the very tip off it and poke that into the choux pastry balls that you've made. You might need to make a little cut with a knife to get it in, and then just squeeze the mixture in until you feel it just starts to expand. You can buy or hire a stainless steel cone-shaped mould for making this, but if you're just making a smaller one, then you can use a cardboard mould. So just get some cardboard, roll it into a cone shape, trim off the base so it's flat, and use some staples to hold it into place, and extra sticky tape if your staples won't reach. And then I've made my cone about 27 centimetres tall and 10 centimetres in diameter at the base. Check that it will stand up straight when you flip it over, and then line it with some non-stick baking paper. Baking paper seems to have different names all over the world, and the one that I'm using has a fine coating of silicone on it so nothing sticks to it. Now to make the crunchy caramel that holds all of these little balls of yummy pastry and custard together, put your sugar and water into a saucepan with a little bit of glucose or corn syrup and stir it until the sugar is dissolved. The reason you have the glucose syrup in there is it helps to stop the sugar crystals from crystallizing back out. All of the recipe quantities that you need are on the website, howtocookthat.net. There's a link in the description below the video. Once it's boiling and the sugar is all dissolved, wash down the sides of the pan with a wet pastry brush and leave it unstirred over high heat until it starts to go golden. This will take around 6 minutes, but the time will vary depending on your saucepan. Once it's started to go golden, take it off the heat, and this sugar syrup is really, really hot. It will burn you even if you touch it just for a second. If you wear silicone gloves, it's going to help insulate your fingers from the heat. You can wear double silicone gloves, or you can put a cotton glove underneath the silicone one too for more protection. It will still feel hot, so still try not to get any on you. Choose a nice looking pastry to put at the base of the cone and put the nice side facing down, because this will be the top of your croquembouche. Then take another one and dip the top and side of it into the sugar syrup and place it onto the top of the other one, just to one side, so that you can put 2 next to each other. If you do get any on the glove that's hot, you can quickly take off the glove and get a new one. Continue to add them, generously dipping each one on the top and sides into the hot sugar syrup so that it glues it all together well. Keep adding them around the edge all the way up to the top, and once you've reached the top, leave it for a moment to cool, then peel back any excess baking paper, place your serving plate on the top and flip it up the right way. Remove any of your tape and pull off the cardboard, and then gently unwrap the baking paper to reveal your croquembouche. Now we're going to add the angel hair, really thin sugar threads around the croquembouche. Take a wire whisk and, using metal cutters, trim off the loops. If you don't want to do that, you can just use 2 forks instead. Place some baking paper over a container so that it's raised at each end and goes down in the middle. Dip your whisk into the sugar syrup and then drag it back and forth across the baking paper to pull fine threads of sugar. If your sugar syrup is too set when you get to doing this, you can reheat it to make it liquid again, or just make a fresh batch. Keep dragging it back and forth until you have a good amount of that angel hair, and then lift it up off the paper and wrap it around the croquembouche. And because these sugar threads are so thin, they will absorb moisture from the air, so you don't want to do this part of the dessert until half an hour before serving it at the most, especially if you live somewhere where it's very humid. Repeat this process again until you're happy with the amount of angel hair that you have around your dessert. You can then add edible flowers or other decorations to finish it off.
That's amazing, and I eat it.
Thanks for watching and subscribing and clicking on like and share. I really appreciate that. And you can add your dessert, cake and chocolate requests in the comments below. And I'll see you next Friday. Have an awesome week.